Yes, we are good to go. Okay, thank you. I heard the in-person people clapping. I didn't hear the online people clapping. Come on, guys, come on. See, this time I'm not letting you sit on your chair so comfortably. No, no, no. Okay, you all have to do some activity today. First thing, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, clearly.
Oh, awesome,
Yes,
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear friends. Today, I welcome you all to our 185th meeting of PTC Toastmasters Club. By the way, I am Toastmaster Robanti and I am your Sergeant at Arms. Do you know why have you come here today? We see in person Arvind, Bilal, Lofa. We have our audience, we have our online audience also. Could you tell us why have you come here today? To learn something? Very good, Lofa. To work on our communication. Wonderful. Online community, come on, speak up. Anto is smiling. You tell me, Anto, why have you come today?
To learn something new thing and to improve whatever we already learned.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, of course, we all have come to learn something new today.
Let's our
see.
network.
Mani saying something?
To enhance our network.
Networking.
Yes, absolutely. Networking is a very important entity that also is included in our Toastmasters. Now, for now, I want you all to stand up once. And I want to see you all. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please raise from your seat. Okay. Now, I want you to prepare a sandwich for me. This is Sunday morning and I'm really hungry. I did not have anything. Okay. So now your task is to prepare an absolute scrumptious sandwich for me. So how will I start? Sorry, how would you start preparing is, I will start with, for example, I tell that I am going to have two slices of bread. And now you will add one ingredient. All right. Each one of you would be adding one ingredient to your sandwich. Now, how it works? I will say, I have two slices of bread in front of me. Now, I pass on to Arvind Sami. Now, Arvind Sami will start off with, I have two slices of bread. I add this. And he will pass on to the other person. So that way, each person would be adding one ingredient and making a scrumptious sandwich for me. Is that right? All of you have to stand. All of you have to stand. Nobody's sitting today. Come on, I don't see people standing. Come on, everyone. So let's start with our... Shall we start? Shall we start? Okay, okay. I have two slices of bread and I put cheese in it and I give it to our district director, Parthasarathy.
Thank you so much, Ravanti. Good morning, everyone. Once I get the sandwich with spread of cheese, now I take slices of vegetables, especially tomatoes, onions, and cucumber. Yeah, these are vegetables. So, and then I pass it on to our president, Toastmaster Bilal.
Thank you, Partha sir. Now over to Anto. Anto, whatever sir has added, you have to add everything along with your one ingredient. Come on, soon.
Sorry, I was half
a slice of bread, this cheese, onions, and you add here.
No, and still I'm not hearing properly in the audio.
Okay, it's fine. Does anyone want to?
Maybe I will take over.
Want to try? Yes.
So after added vegetables, Okay. After added vegetable, I will add on top of it salt.
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 Okay. Thank you, Mani. Thank you. Now over to Nilofer. Bilal? No, not after that. You have to add everything together. From bread, then cheese, then onion, and then salt. Okay, vegetables and then salt, and then you have to add something. Extra cheese. You start from everything.
Take a bread toast and the cheese. Slice of vegetables. And then go to.
Oh, okay, fine. No, it's okay. Thank you. Now I can have this some cheese. I love it. Please. Thank you so much. I had my breakfast today. Okay. For now, I would like to welcome our new guests for today. Thank you so much for coming, sir. And now, starting off with the ground rules. The ground rules of our Toastmasters meeting. We have 3 ground rules. Number 1, please switch off your phones. If not, please keep your phones on silent mode. Number 2, please do not cross talk when the meeting is going on. And number 3, please enter or exit only when we are clapping. Is that fine? These are 3 ground rules. Now, moving to the mission of our Toastmasters meeting. What is the mission of our club? The mission of our Puducherry Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience to empower people to develop communication and leadership skills, and thereby they develop self-confidence and personal growth. So thank you so much, everyone. And now I would like to hand over the stage to our dynamic leader who has to have his feet and arms and hands in every club probably. He's that person who has a zeal to learn a lot. And not just that, he has a huge network of people, not just in online community, but also offline. He has around 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, probably more than that. Now, I would like to invite that person. Do you know who this person is? No? Okay. Let me invite our presiding officer, our Toastmaster, Bilal.
Thank you so much, Ravati, for that wonderful introduction. So, good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to 185th meeting of Puducherry Toastmasters Club. And I would like to recognize the presence of our District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Parthasarathy. And as Ravati rightly said, we are here for a mission. There is a research, I have already shared about this research. There is a research done by Harvard School of Business that they try to analyze the highly successful people across the world and came to conclusion that 85% of success in their life and career is based on their communication skills, the way they lead, and only 15% is based on their technical skills. So this was a research done by Harvard Business School. So we are here today to work on those skills, that is communication and leadership. And we have a couple of guests today joining us in person. I think he has become a member recently, but still you can introduce yourself. Yes, please. You can come here.
Yeah, myself, Mohammed Nabi, I'm from Pondicherry only. So I'm right now living in Saudi Arabia. So next week my flight actually. So I want to get my kids here. To have my kids and my brother kid. I mean, one is my brother kid. I want to get it here to know more about the Toastmaster and how to get them to become a future person. So that's the reason I came today. So hopefully I'll make them to join. I think we don't have any Kevin.
Sorry to interrupt. You are in mute, I think.
Can you hear us now? Okay. Yes, yes, you can come. And tell your name and which class. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, nice to know that.
Now, louder.
Ashriya. Okay. So which class you are studying? Nice to know that you can take this. I think we have. Yeah, hi Nasib. You can turn and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nasir from
It's school again.
British University.
British International.
Nice,
Nice. Your name?
Everyone, I'm Anas. I'm from Sultanbed. I'm studying 10th. I'm studying 10th in Acharya section in there.
What is your passion?
My ambition become a businessman like IT in my father company. So
Thanks, Anas.
Okay.
Yeah, one last guest, yes, please. You can introduce yourself.
So
Little bit loud.
yeah. Good morning, everyone. I am Toastmaster Sunday has invited me yesterday. I'm very glad to be here. I just want to be a part of this and have some fun.
Thanks, Mujo. Happy to see you back. And before we proceed, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Ashwin as well as Toastmaster Vivek at winning at an area level. So, can you all give a big round of applause? And also, I would like to congratulate the first-time role player Arul Jyoti as well as Narasingha, Toastmaster Bharati for taking up role at an area level. You can all give a big round of applause. And I would like to recognize the presence of our division director, Toastmaster Renuka. Thanks for joining us, Renuka. Yes, please. So with that note, I would like to call our secretary to produce secretary report. Toastmaster Rulu.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Let me all tell you that I am the secretary of the club. So as secretary, it is my duty to be presenting the minutes of the meeting of the previous meeting. Now, what does minutes of the meeting mean? It is for those of you who do not know. These are a small summary of what we have done in our previous meeting. Relax. Okay. So in last meeting, which was held on 7th September 2025, our theme of the meeting was the power of subconscious mind. So that was our theme. And a total of 12 members had attended it. It was on an online mode. And the meeting commenced with our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Arvind, and thereby it was led by our presiding officer, Toastmaster Bilal. The Toastmaster of the day was Arun Jyoti. Now, there were speeches given by two members, mainly was Toastmaster Bhartidas and Toastmaster Nilupur, and there were table topic sessions happened, and finally speech evaluations And finally, after the general evaluation, we had certificate distribution to everyone, to the best performance basically. And our best speaker went to Nilofer, best speech evaluator went to Bilal, table topic speaker went to Nilofer, tag role player went to Arvind Sami, and finally, best role player went to Arun Jodi. And finally, correctly at 7 p.m. in the evening. So this was, and overall, the entire meeting.
Thank you so much, Master Rohali, for sharing that detailed report. With that note, you guys are aware like what is the theme of the day? Are you excited about it? Now I would like to call our Toastmaster of the day. She is a passionate Toastmaster, though she has joined 2 months back, and she is a mother of 2, and she is an MBA student. So with that note, I would like to call our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nilofer.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Visible? Yes. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to 185th meeting of Parthasarathy Toastmasters Club. Let me start with asking you a question. How many of you here have ever spilled coffee or tea on your shirt right before an important day or an important meeting? Does that mean your whole day is ruined? Not at all. Because life's little spills, sometimes life's little spills becomes the best stories and even stepping stones to our success. That's why our theme today is spilled coffee and success stories. Now, let me share a short story. Okay. Before that, I'd like to show you a picture. Do you know what is this? Can you all guess? What is this? Come on, guys, someone from online, offline. Mickey Mouse. Wow.
Disney Clubhouse.
Noise, sir?
I thought it was a Disney Clubhouse.
Okay, yes, it was Disney Clubhouse, but who was the creator of Mickey Mouse? Walt Disney, wonderful. So Walt Disney was a creator of Mickey Mouse. Early in his career,
Mickey Mouse.
he was fired from a newspaper. His
Mickey
editor
Mouse.
told him
Mickey Mouse.
that he was... Sorry? His editor told him that he lacked imagination. Can you all believe someone like Walt Disney, wonderful part of the watch, was once told he wasn't creative enough to work on a newspaper? That was a spilled coffee moment. But he didn't give up. He worked hard, and his imagination doesn't just change his life, but also the world. Now, in Toastmasters 2, we often start messy, forgetting lines, fumbling words, or losing track of thoughts. Just like I'm doing right now. But we have 3 segments in Toastmasters. So first will be prepared speech session, the second table topic session, and the third will be evaluation session. In prepared speeches, our members will prepare speeches on their particular objectives and pathways and present the speech. In table topics, where guests can also participate. You have to, we are like, when coffee spills when you least expect it, you know, you don't know what question will land in front of you. It's also called as impromptu session. So now the next one is evaluation, which helps us, quality of today's meeting. With the help of his family, he enjoys reading books and cooking in his free time. He also has a passion for traveling and loves to connect with people. Please welcome Toastmaster Narasimha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TMOD Nilofer, for warm introductions. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and my dear guest. I'm happy to be participate as a general evaluator today, Sunday morning. I'm happy to see the smile faces. I hope enjoying in the today morning, Sunday at 10 a.m. I'm happy you are coming with the learning new things and going with the new paths. Okay, as a general evaluator, as a our Toastmaster Rovanti told, it kept as a sandwich. So I'm a part of the sandwich. I love to taste how the meeting is going on. So with that, I have the tag team, timer, or counter, grammarians. They are also very happy to keep on listening how can improve the each and every step in the meeting. So none other than I will introduce the my tag team, our Toastmaster Kasi. Please introduce your timer role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guest. My role as a timer is to monitor time during the prepared speech, table topic, and evaluation. For the prepared speeches, I will show the green light at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and a red card at 7 minutes. For table topics, I will show the green light at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. For the evaluations, I will show the green light at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and red cards at 3 minutes. So before closing that, like end of the meeting, I will show the report. The beautiful of I want to give 30 minutes speech. Whenever the role, whatever role I'm going to take it out, timer or a general evaluator or a counter, I will get call from Ravanti ma'am. Sir, please strict with your time. Follow your time. This is a great learning for me, which I am following in my professional life also. So here also the same thing everyone is going to follow. Strict with your time, which will give a good beneficial for your career and wherever and whatever it is you are going to do. With that, I'm endeavoring to my general evaluator, Narsinga. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kasi. We also happy to listen your half an hour, 1 hour speech, but our Toastmaster, we have only limited time. Thank you, Toastmaster Kasinathan. So with that, we'll go next, our counter Toastmaster Manigandan. Toastmaster Manigandan, please introduce your role.
Thanks, Nasinga. So I'm Manigandan. I'm a supply chain professional. So today I just took a counter role. So I need to ensure and as well as I need to take down the notes of filler word used by the speakers, and I need to reporting at the end of the meeting. I will observe the filler words like and repetitive words, and as well as so what that kind of word I will take a note and I will report at the end of the meeting, because these words are affected the clarity of speech and the effectiveness of speech. Because I also have a own experience when I visited Toastmaster guest at second time. I noticed myself I'm using a lot of words. So from the day itself, I am trying to avoid the filler words by slow down my speaking. It's really one of a eye opener for me. So that's all from my side. Over to Narsinga.
Thank you, our counter Toastmaster Manigandan. Yes, we are also big curiosity how to reduce unnecessary words. Thank you. And next will go our counter Toastmaster Arvind Swami.
Thank you, General Elevator Toastmaster Narsinga. A very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. I am Arvind. I will be the grammarian for our today's session. My role is simple. I just celebrate your linguistic gems and gently highlight the slips. Think of me as your spell checker without that squiggly red line. Now, you might be know that today theme is spilled coffee and success stories. Could you remember that word of the day I posted yesterday itself in our group? Can anyone remember? Thank you. Thank you so much for first breakthrough of this today's session. Thank you, Niloko. Actually, I deliberately put breakthrough as the word of the day for today's session. Why? Can anyone guess? That's thank you, Muthu. I actually put that word of the day as breakthrough is for without breakthrough there is no success stories. Could you agree this? So for that reason only I deliberately put breakthrough as word of the day. Have anyone know what is breakthrough? Let me explain. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Breakthrough is something you were struggling to find a way probably, and it was like an aha moment. Oh, it happened. Something of that.
Thank you.
So reminding COVID vaccination was something.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your answers. And the word breakthrough is actually a noun. Its meaning was a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. For example, her first published article was a breakthrough in her career. Joining Toastmasters itself a breakthrough in communication skills. I encourage you all to use this board throughout the session in speeches, table topics, and evaluation. Shall we make a deal? Yes. Whenever you hear the word breakthrough after this intro, you have to snap of fingers whenever you hear the word breakthrough. Through this way, we will recognize each breakthrough instantly. Super. That's what I exactly made. Thank you, guest. So let's make this meeting not just another session, but a true breakthrough in our communication journey. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manikandan. Arvind, for clearly explaining your role. I hope everybody got the word of the day. I'm emphasize, please use the word of the day whenever possible in your meeting. So our tag team very strict, and people will listen carefully. So make sure avoid the unnecessary extra time and extra hours, and use the word of the day. So with that, I will come up with, when TMOD calls me, I will give my general evaluators with our tag team. Over to you, Toastmaster Nilofer.
Thank you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator Toastmaster Narasingha, for explaining roles and responsibilities. And now, before going into our prepared speech, we will be having an education session. So for that, we are having a special person with us. ladies and gentlemen, we have with us a true Toastmaster at heart, someone who has been part of this movement since 2006. Over the years, he served in key leadership roles, including Club Group Director and Program Quality Director, and is now leading from the front as the District Director of District 120. Come on. Professionally, he is certified project management professional and a program manager at DXC Technology. He is also a chartered member of JP Chennai Chapter Toastmasters, one of the longest standing clubs in our district. Beyond Toastmasters and work, he enjoys a vibrant personal life. He is blessed to live in a joint family, holds a BE in computer science, and a postgraduate in diploma in human resource management. A true sports enthusiast, you will find him on 6 a.m. every morning on a badminton court. He also loves solving puzzles, especially Sudoku, and has a passion for cycling, trekking, traveling, and adventure, and whatnot. His achievements are many. He is a President Scout, Rashtrapati Awardee, and Ensign Scholarship Awardee, and has even cleared level 3 in the Japanese language proficiency test. And above all, he lives with a simple and yet powerful belief that life will always go on. So please join me in welcoming our Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Parthasarathy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Nilofer. Can you confirm that I'm audible both online as well as for people in person?
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Thank you so much. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It's exciting to meet you all in Puducherry Toastmasters meeting. Something which is very close to my heart is Puducherry Toastmasters, because during the fag end of my term as the growth director, this club was chartered. And from that time onwards, this has always been a spiraling journey towards glory. And at every time, and especially when we started, it was in the midst of COVID. But to see now that we are having a hybrid meeting, it gives me a lot of pleasure. In fact, when I asked Anto first time, I thought whether I should come in person or should I come online. But he said it was hybrid, so I just chose the option. Since today was, I did have another commitment as well. Hopefully, should be joining you all again next time. But when I asked Anto, what do you want me to speak on? Because he asked me to come and give a speech. He said, tell your story about Sergeant at Arms to District Director. And I said, that would just be a stable topic. That would not be a session at all. Because that's all I had, where I started as Sergeant at Arms, moved on to club roles, then did area director, division director, district roles, and now I'm serving as district director. And that's all I thought. But then when I pondered a little bit more. In fact, that's what we do at Toastmasters. It's not just that we get something very simple and go ahead and tell that. How can you make a table topic into a prepared speech, or as long as a prepared speech? How can you make a prepared speech as short as a table topic? And that's probably is the challenge that we all love and we love to do. And I wanted to start off from there. Now, I did say opening with Sergeant at Arms. And the reason why I said opening with Sergeant at Arms for this session is I opened the meeting, or rather my Toastmasters journey, as a Sergeant at Arms. That was the first role I did. And that's where I would really say that my learning started with Toastmasters. And when even before I even got to this particular role, all I asked was my club founder, mentor, we call him JP in short, Janaki Prasad Patnaik. In fact, we are part of the club named after him, Janaki Prasad Patnaik, JP Chennai chapter. I asked him, JP, or rather, I didn't even know his name that time, so I saw his flyer in the, how would I say that, in our food courts board. I saw the flyer first time, and I went ahead and asked him, I saw that flyer, and I do want to be part of the club. And is there any role I could do? He said, all the roles are already taken, all ExCom roles are already taken. I said, that's fine. I just want to be glad. I'm glad to help at any point of time. And I don't know what happened. After some time, the original Sergeant at Arms, who was supposed to be the Sergeant at Arms, he had some challenge and he moved out. So I became the default Sergeant at Arms because JP asked me, Partha, would you be Sergeant at Arms? And I said, yes. But he didn't just want me to be Sergeant at Arms. He wanted me to learn as Sergeant at Arms. And that was one day when I discovered that. So normally as Sergeant at Arms, I would normally come to the meeting about half an hour before the meeting and then set up the meeting. And since we were a corporate club, it was not very difficult. You had to just go to the venue. Every item was already there. Just take it and put it up. And I realized over a period of time, I could do it within 15 minutes. I didn't have to spend the entire half an hour. 15 minutes were all that I needed. So the next time I went to the meeting hall, instead of going half an hour earlier, I went 20 minutes earlier, knowing that I would still have time to set up the entire meeting. But when I went the 10 minutes after my regular time, I saw my president, Janaki Prasad Patnaik, already there. And he was setting up the entire meeting. He was going up, putting up the banner for the club. He was setting up the manuals, whatever which we used to do. Everything he was doing already. And I was really scared because he was a past district director, district governor in those days. And he's a club president. I'm supposed to do this job. What is he going to tell? I said, hey, JP, sorry, I'll take care of this. Don't worry. Sorry about this. And then he said, just one thing, Partha, don't worry. I will handle this. You go ahead and welcome all the guests who are coming here today. That, my friends, was a big eye-opener for me because I always thought it was Sergeant at Arms who had to do this job, nobody else. And if we did not do it, it would only be something we'll be ridiculed about. But that day, my president, in fact, a past district governor, he gave the idea that we respect people in Toastmasters. It's not just that only one person has to do a particular task. Anybody is fine to do. Just that this person has the responsibility to do it on a particular day. Not that this is the only person who can be doing it. And that respect which I learned, I think it stayed with me for Toastmasters is one reason why I still love Toastmasters and continue to be with Toastmasters because everybody is valued very, very equally. And we all, even though we come with different skills, end of the day, we are all members for Toastmasters. And we have to learn each and every task, whether it is a role of a sergeant at arms or a president or a district director, everything we have to do when we are asked to do it. Well, moved on from JP Chennai chapter because I did have an assignment in the United States for about 3 years. And there I joined a club called Grace Church Toastmasters. And it's very different for a club, especially outside India, because in India, for us, Toastmasters is something which we relish, we enjoy a lot. And this is the only time typically we get to speak so much in English. But in the US, it's different. They don't come to speak English per se. Everybody speaks English there. It's more of for them to connect, and it's probably something which they don't enjoy as much as we do in India. I would say not that they don't enjoy, but they may not enjoy as much as we do. It was a very different scenario which I had, and even the contest when I signed up for 2 contests, one of the evaluation and one of the humorous speech contest at that particular time. And the best part was I cleared the club in the humorous speech contest because I was the only contestant. The challenge was in the evaluation contest, and there I didn't get the breakthrough which I thought I would get in the evaluation, the humorous speech contest, because we did have some contestants along with me. I was a novice in evaluation, whereas the others were more experienced. After the results were announced, I realized I was never placed, not even in the top 3 for the evaluations. But after the results were announced, the first prize winner of the evaluation contest came up to me and said, Partha, I want to see your evaluation. I want your evaluation. I asked why. Because you seem to be comprehensive in your evaluation. Every part of the speech, whatever was, whether they had body language, whether they had vocal variety, whether they had whether they were able to use words, each and everything you always made a note and you mentioned that is not something which we do here. And that's the time, friends, I realized that even though we may not win a conference or rather win a contest per se, it's not just about that particular event. It's how we do in whatever we do. Are we excelling in whatever we are doing? And that's where I realized that we were doing, especially in India, our way that we are doing is very excellent. And that's something which was recognized beyond our country also. And I continue to keep up that excellence in whatever task that we do. And it made a lot of difference when I came back to India as well. Now, I did come back to India eventually after those 3 years. And my daughter was also born, and we were able to move on with. And I was lucky to get back to the same club where I joined, as I started off with. We were continuing there. And at one point of time, I finished my area director's, division director roles. And I was there for my election as program quality director. And this was in the district council meeting. Just before the district council meeting, we had a lot of booths which were set up. And in one of those booths, we had another co-contestant for a PQD for a different card, that is for Sri Lanka, because we were splitting at that point. Everybody in that election, they were going around trying to distribute pamphlets and all. But the other person who I mentioned about, Shriyanti Salgado, she just stood in her seat. She didn't move around. Then I asked her, Shriyanti, why are you not giving your pamphlets, your brochures to others so that people will know? She told me, Partha, Toastmasters guideline, rules for the elections indicate that you should be at your own place and only people should come and collect it. You are not supposed to distribute it. So that is what I would follow, irrespective of what other people do. That day I was really surprised because it was going to be a tough contest, tough election. And definitely when there were people who were trying to use that extra bit of space, somebody who stood for integrity of Toastmasters, what Toastmasters says about election, how you should be professional. Probably nobody would have complained, probably nobody raised a concern, nobody had, complained or escalated that particular scenario, others doing it differently. But Shriyanti decided that she wanted to do it the right way. And that I felt was very close to integrity, which I learned from her. And that I thought, irrespective of whether you're going to be complained or somebody is going to ask you, we still value integrity. And that's what we learned in systems. Now, elections were over. Of course, that particular elections, the results were not in favor. But what happened was 2 years later, there was another election for club group director. And I was elected as the club group director in 2012. And surprise, I had to work with the same person I competed against in the program quality director. And he was the district director at that point of time, Toastmaster Praveen. I mean, I thought what would happen because you are in the same elections, you are contesting against each other. How are we going to gel together in this particular journey? He was very cool. And we realized that we are here to serve people. It is not important what happened in the past, but our commitment is now to serve people, whoever we have committed to. And that's what is a priority, not what happened between us or what was, if there was something, a difference of opinion in the past, that doesn't matter. Right now, our focus is to serve our members. And that's exactly why we are there with Toastmasters. In fact, when I even had a few questions about the way the situation was at the time of COVID, we were losing members. Along with one of the international directors, Praveen Mani, also encouraged me to write to the international president at that point of time, asking for an extra path which can be given at that particular point of time to people who are in. And that was something, again, was a breakthrough which I felt in Toastmasters from whatever I understood, where every member got an extra path where they could pursue if they had renewed during the time of COVID. And that helped us to sustain or retain a lot of our members, because technically with Toastmasters, people were having a challenge. Not only with Toastmasters, they were having challenges on their own lives. And to tell them at this point to renew with Toastmasters, we had to do something different. And this path, extra path, did make a lot of difference. So friends, this was the different experience that I had with Toastmasters. And I thought I would share with all of you of how this journey spanned across the four core values of Toastmasters: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Not exactly in the same order, but at different points of time, and which struck me and which helped me keep my focus with Toastmasters. Okay, what do I do now? Am I done with Toastmasters? No, I'm still learning. I learn a lot. And one thing I like to learn, or rather try to do, is try to see how I can incorporate something new into my speech, or how would I be able to make my speeches interesting. I realized every time I tell a story about myself, probably my life may not be so interesting. But I realize nature itself has so many learnings. And every time we talk about nature, we know a story about nature. But how can we relate this story with something which is needed in Toastmasters? That was something which I started doing recently, and I found out that we could do quite a lot of innovation in that particular aspect. Now, how many of you know of animals which dance? You can just raise your hand. Do you know an animal which dances? Raise your hand. I mean, other than human beings, do you know any animal which dances? Yes, no? Nobody knows any animal?
Peacock.
Peacock, okay, peacock dances. Anything else? Great.
Elephant.
Elephant.
Yeah.
Okay. In the temple, whenever they beat the elephant will be elephant even dances even without that music. Okay. Any other animal?
Penguins.
Penguin dance. Actually, penguins, I've seen them very mischievous, but I didn't see them dance. But maybe they walk as if they are dancing.
Dog, puppies will do it whenever we try
Puppies
to.
dance. Okay, they just do this head moving the head around.
When they're
Okay,
wagging their tails, it look like yeah.
It look like they are dancing. Great. But probably these are all perceptions of dance which we see. But there's actually an animal which dances. It's the honeybee, and the honeybee dances. Of course it dances in the air in the shape of an 8. And do you know why it dances? Every time a honeybee finds a source of food, it will come back in front of the hive and do its dance. It's called the waggle dance. And the waggle dance, it's able to convey to the rest of the bees in the hive how far is this food source, and in which direction is this food source, what is the quality of this food source. So there is so much of information which a honeybee can convey by its dance. Now imagine if a simple honeybee can convey by its dance so much of information to its fellow members, how much we as fellow humans can, with the power of speech, can convey. So we should help ourselves to communicate further. So this was again an example of how I would translate a story in nature or a feature in nature into how we can connect with Toastmasters. And this is something which I've been trying to do recently, and I've had pretty good success in this particular area as well. So and I encourage you all to see some basic things in life, something which you already know, and how you can connect it to different pieces of whatever you're experiencing in life. Of course, not only to Toastmasters, it can even be outside Toastmasters. But there are so many lessons to learn. In fact, I had a speech itself called Nature, the Best Teacher. That's something which I love to do, and that's something where I'm working on innovation as well. So these are some of the areas which I thought would make a difference to a person's journey in Toastmasters. So it's not just that we are here only in the leadership area. We are learning communication. We are more than communication and leadership. I think we learn a lot of values, and the values are what makes the difference in Toastmasters. How we imbibe those values in our day-to-day life will ensure that we are continuing with Toastmasters. How we take it to our friends, family, it becomes your identity as a Toastmaster. So learn from Toastmasters and apply it in your real life. I think that will make a lot of difference. With that, I would make a logical break to my session, and I would be open for any questions you may have. Are there any questions? If you don't ask questions, I will ask questions. Okay, and so you asked me to come to the meeting. So did you have anything worthwhile from the meeting?
Actually, I don't have any questions, but I clearly understand your journey from Toastmaster from SA to district director.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, Tina.
Partha, I have a question here because not only to you, I want you to answer my members that, they often ask this question to me or any other people, like, how do take the conflict within the club members? Because I see some of the leaders take that as it's very personal, and when the roles is being given to them and they are not able to accomplish the task what has been assigned to them, and if somebody see, you have been giving us an example that you had two members standing for the same election, and how you both work together. After one person has been lost, also there was a gel to work together. So I see in upcoming members, like right now, so many of the clubs have this conflict. This was the observation as my past leadership team and right now also. What is the one or couple of things which you can share for all the members, that how to resolve this in a very polished way? Yeah.
That's a very interesting and very important question as well. First of all, I'll ask you this question: do you think conflict is good or not good? Anybody can answer. Yeah. Okay. Go. Yeah, is conflict good or not good?
It depends upon the situation.
Depends on the situation. Okay, it's again how you define conflict. Conflict is nothing but a difference of opinion. Two people have, and they have a difference of opinion. And that's exactly the definition of a conflict. That means there is a confliction of ideas. And as long as the conflict is in the ideas, it is perfectly fine. It should not be between people. It should be between the ideas. And that's fine, because each of us have a different perception of how we had come up in our lives. Nobody's life is the same. So we all had different ways in which we grew up. And there is a conflict of ideas. So remember, each person has come up with an ideas, and it's a conflict of ideas that are happening, not a conflict of the people. See where is the conflict and how that can be resolved. So if you try to keep the person apart and look at the conflict alone, more often than not, you will be able to see where is the problem. And putting yourself in the shoes of the other person will help you realize, okay, they have also done this much of task to get to this particular point. So their viewpoint is also valid. To see from a different viewpoint of a person, different various viewpoints, and that you will realize that the problem is not with the person, it's probably with that idea or that situation or something else which was happening. Recently, I had, I would say that again without giving names, a conflict was brought between two people, and what I got to know was one person was telling that I call this person, I don't get an answer at all, I only get text messages. And the other person said, yeah, I was not able to talk, but I did respond to text messages, but I didn't get much on the text messages. Then I realized the problem was between these two people. One is more a person who talks on the phone. They are not a person who can resolve on by talking, or they're not very good at sending messages, or not very tech friendly with the way regular people. Whereas the other person thought that he or she could actually just send messages and try to resolve or rather try to address the situation rather than talk, because of the timing that was had. So the problem was one person thought they wanted to be on the phone, the other person wanted to be only on the, or other communicate through text messages. And they didn't realize that. So each was complaining about the other. And then I told them, see, this person is a person who wants to speak on the phone. They are more comfortable speaking on the phone. They are not so adapted using English or typing on the system. So find out what is the problem. And then both of them realize that was the problem. And then they realize, okay, these types of things, they will have a phone call on a regular basis and sort it out. And these type of responses, even if it comes through a text message, it is still a response. Does not mean the person is not responding. A text message is also a response. So made both of them understand this particular point, so that that issue of a conflict reduced as a conflict of ideas rather than a conflict of people. It was getting into a conflict of people, and they were, it was escalating. But at that particular point of time, I thought they had to understand what was the problem. I had to talk to them individually and realize that was happening that way. So it's more a situation a challenge. Of course, there are many different ways of conflict management. And believe me, conflict is something very important and it's necessary also, because only when you have a conflict, you have different ideas come up. And there have been enough of research done to show that when you have a conflict, the team actually comes up with better ideas. And when there is a team with no conflict, everybody says, okay, okay, okay to everything, then that team doesn't perform as well as the other team. So it's good to have conflict, but as you said, it should be situational. And you should also try to see it's a conflict of ideas and try to how to resolve it and not get into a conflict of people. That's probably what it is. Maybe conflict resolution is a session by itself, but not for today. And that's my thought on it.
Thank you, Partha. And this is not going to be the second question. I want you to give a thoughtful message for all the new members, because recently in Puducherry, we see, around like 10 to 15 people who has joined our club. So give us an inspirational, beautiful wordings or whatever quote you wanted to give them, and wish them, all the best in Puducherry, because this is a consecutive growth from your club growth director term. And I think we have been doing best. Yeah, over to you.
Okay, I'll quickly tell you the story of a bamboo tree again. This is from one of our past club director, Ashwati, who mentions this frequently. So if you look at a bamboo tree, when you have the bamboo tree, you plant the bamboo tree, it doesn't grow as quickly as the other trees. So the other trees will probably start flowering or start sprouting up in a few months, but this will actually take a year or so before the first shoot of the bamboo comes. But once that comes, the bamboo tree starts growing very, very fast. So what's happening in that time frame is the bamboo trees actually nourishes itself and has built strong roots, and then only it's able to come up and sprout. So I think it's the same with Toastmasters. You will not be able to excel in your first speech or your second speech, or even within a month for that matter. It takes a lot of time for us to understand the purpose and go through the entire process of Toastmastering, believe in the process, and then after 2-3 months, when you are giving your speech, you will realize that's a difference. And within a year, your speaking will be at a different level. Probably you won't even realize, but you will be more comfortable on stage compared to the others. I, being a Toastmaster, I'm also a project manager, but within my project management team, I realize that many of them are not so comfortable with speaking on stage or speaking in public, or even for that matter, if they're given a topic, they're not able to talk about it or handle a session. They find it very difficult, and they find me handling it with ease. And I didn't even realize. Then I realized that because I was with Toastmasters, for me, online handling an online session was not a big challenge. So you get your inbuilt talents after, or rather inbuilt skills, you will imbibe yourself after some time, and you will not see the breakthrough right away. Maybe somebody else will have to see that, and then they will tell you that you have this particular skill. So that's what I would encourage all Toastmasters who have joined recently to focus on. Try to go through the process, believe in the process, and then you will be able to see. Just like the bamboo tree, you may take some time to come up, but once you come up, you'll be fast to rise, and you will be very prominent compared to everybody else. Okay. Are there any other questions? No other questions? Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me here. It is a pleasure to be with you all again on a Sunday morning. And I hope I will join you all in person pretty soon next time. But this is one thought which I wanted to leave you with. Toastmasters is the forum where you can try out various things. It is probably, when you talk about communication, again, it's you have different ways of communication, and each of them has its own advantages. And it depends on which skill you are developing. Okay. For example, you take hunting. Hunting is a skill many animals do, or is something which many animals use. But which way they hunt depends on their ability. The jaguar or the leopard can actually climb trees, so it will not be able to run fast. So it will actually wait for its prey on top of a tree and then jump at the right moment. Whereas animal like wild dogs will use its stamina to chase animals and finally wear them down, and then they will be able to catch their prey. The cheetah has its speed ability. So you find out what is your ability and develop the other abilities within yourself, and find out which is the best way of communication at a point of time, whether it is going to be storytelling or using logic, or are you going to connect with them with facts and figures? Figure out which is the best way of communication for you and utilize that to your advantage, and thereby grow within Toastmasters as well as outside Toastmasters. And remember, the essence of Toastmasters is not what you can achieve in Toastmasters, but what you can achieve out of Toastmasters in real life. That all matters. Thank you so much for being here, being part of the session. Glad to connect with you all again. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Partha, sir, we
Oh,
have
sorry.
a question.
Where was the? I had been close. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, we have a question from somebody. I don't know from where it's going to come from.
Yeah, actually, I just want to know some interesting fact about short communication.
Okay.
Because instead of talking more and more, most of them are personally, I want to reduce my words like short communication. So how it will be effective for reducing the conversation? Like I need to know about short communication, how it will help. Like.
Okay, so there are many ways for short communication. In fact, what we call as an elevator pitch. Elevator pitch means you are going to talk to your CEO in the elevator for however long the elevator goes, probably 30 seconds or 1 minute. How will you convey your point? So you have to choose the right words which are going to impact this. Best thing is to prepare. First, I would say, whether it is short or long, you have to prepare whatever you want to say. Make it very clear what is the most crucial point that you want to get at. So that is something which you have to prepare. And the more you prepare, the better you will be at making it crisp. The next thing with a short communication is to use strong, powerful words, impactful words. Now, in fact, that example itself, when I say strong, everybody knows strong. But when I say impact, that's a difference. Okay, so use the words which will have an impact. So there are many examples in English language itself, which are words which are impactful. Probably it's based on the way we are using them. So identify words which are impactful and see how you can use them. For example, instead of say I was fighting with them, say that's probably not true at all. Say there was a conflict of ideas or conflict of opinions, to be very specific. So when you use such impactful words, people will realize that it's not a problem that two people are having an ego clash. They had a challenge with whatever they were doing. So use words which actually have an impact, like challenges. We don't say problems, we say challenges because we want to go over them. We say right sizing instead of downsizing. There are different ways in which you can use the right words to make it short but still have a greater impact. So identify words which make an impact. First, as I told you, prepare yourself. Second, identify words which make greater impact. The third suggestion for a short speech which can build, you can make a point is giving a story or an example. Nothing conveys to people better than an example or a story, because people hear things, it just goes out of their mind. But here, if I ask you, what did I speak about? At least a few of you will be able to tell about a couple of stories which I told about. So stories make a bigger impact, a greater impact for people. So see if you can give an example or a story point, give short. And when you are referring to something, like for example, the bamboo trees, which will take some time but still grow up faster. So that is something as an example which I tell so that people will understand the essence of Toastmasters or why you should stay with Toastmasters. So this is what I would suggest going forward. If you want to keep things pretty short, prepare yourself, look at impactful words, have a story or make a point with an example. Hope I conveyed my thoughts to you. Yes. The person who asked the question, are you okay? I can't hear anything, but I hope since he has, is he okay? You okay?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks everyone again. And yeah, Kasi.
Yeah, the speech was actually excellent. The way you took the important content is a story. Recently, I was watching news. I never watched TVs actually. I don't have a TV also. I never watched a TV. Recently, I was watching news. Palik Sharma Utpete, the news North India. The way she giving a delivery on the news report, she always take as a story only. We always like a bond with the story, I think. Whenever you started, like when you started giving a speech, I understand that main thing is a story. Story always make it remember, and the story always it is going to speak. It is going to share to everyone. There is an interesting speech with you, the in that session whatever you given. I taken. Good thing is a story always going to make it strong and bold and convey and whatever it is. Stories are important things. I connected with Palik Sharma. What she given the same thing from you also. Thank you. It's a fantastic session.
So much, Pastor. Yeah, back to you, Nilafar. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Partha, for giving us such a wonderful session, opening with search at accounts, sharing your journey, Toastmasters, your wonderful Toastmasters journey with us. We have learned a lot from you. Thank you for joining us today. Now, I would like to address our division director, Renuka, will give an address. Over to you, Toastmaster Renuka.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Very good morning, my dear Pondicherry Toastmasters, and a special good morning for our district director, Toastmaster Parthasarathy. It's really a great morning for me attending Pondicherry Toastmasters Club meeting today. So thank you. I have to thank our your president and our Division D director, Toastmaster Bilal Sharif, for inviting me. A beautiful message what our district director told. The same values I was about to tell, but our district director told everything today, and he made my job easy. I like to share this part alone. Why I'm exploring and growing in Toastmasters. When I attended, I'm COVID batch. I'm a COVID batch. I joined in the end of 2019, but I was regularly attending the meeting from 2020 March, online meeting. I heard a voice one day. I told many times to our district director also, that way of conveying the message, that way of addressing the people made me to the closest part in Toastmasters, made me, it elevated me to the next level. I was admiring the way how our district director, when he was our club door director, he conveyed, he greeted the people. And I felt that, oh, this is a beautiful way a leader can address the people. So that way of conveying the message, communicating everything, the niche we can learn from our Toastmasters International. That way of conveying and addressing the people, especially. We're making them to feel comfortable. The same thing I started to follow in my personal life and in my professional life and in Toastmasters. From Toastmasters, what our district director told is 101% correct. What we are learning as a Toastmaster, we have to explore that in our personal life as well as in our professional life. That shows who are we today. So here we are going to become a better communicator. That is no doubt in that. Better leader also. A leader should understand the members' thought process, their ideas. They have to respect everything I learned as a Toastmasters only. And I'm implementing that in my professional life, especially in my personal life. It is making me to flourish more in my personal life and in my professional life also. The integrity, respect, service, excellence, the 4 core values we are implementing everywhere in our life. And it is also making our life more easier and more happier. That is very important in our life. What we are learning and how we are going to show that to this world and making everyone to think a lot about their own capability, and accordingly they are going to proceed that in their own life. That is a memorable thing I can say. How we are making the people to feel the members' experience what we are giving in Toastmasters as well. So, my dear Pondicherry Toastmasters Club, I'm happy to see And I'm also feel proud to being as your division director. And I'm seeing a lot of meetings are happening in your club. Keep exploring, keep growing together. And let's see in our personal meeting, and I'll come in person. And Pondicherry is a very special place because it is my hometown also. So I will come one day and meet you all. There's no doubt in that. And keep exploring and keep growing, my dear Pondicherry Toastmasters Club. All the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renuka. We are also waiting for you. Okay. Now let us move to our prepared speech section. They say, don't cry over spilled milk. I say, don't cry over spilled coffee. Make it a double shot of motivation instead. So let us welcome our first speaker. Before that, I would like to call evaluator, our first speaker's evaluator, Toastmasters Tina ma'am, to read out her speech objectives.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nilofer, and we have a special person who is delivering their speech. It's my favorite person too, Toastmaster Nitya. So, is she available in person?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I could not see. Nitya ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Okay, fine. Her project purpose, the purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Toastmaster Nitya Soundarya, all the best, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Nilofer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tina ma'am. Now, I'm going to introduce a person who loves watching fairy tale movies and drawing mandala art. She also loves to sing songs in her free time. Now let us all welcome Toastmaster Nitya. Toastmaster Nitya, come up to the stage. Toastmaster Nitya, pedals of persistence, Toastmaster Nitya.
Thank you, Nilofer. Determination. What one word comes to your mind when I say determination? Someone?
Stubborn.
Okay. Let me explain with my story. When I was in my 4th grade, my father bought me a brand new, strong, purple-colored Hercules bicycle. The moment I touched the bicycle, I felt like flying in the sky without wings. And the father got my very first driving lesson. And unfortunately, my father, as a 90s parent, he bought a gigantic bike which I can even use for my college. I was in 5th grade only, but that was a very big bike. Even my legs would barely reaches the pedal. Then comes I was when sorry. When I was in my training session, my father was frustrated due to my feet. I missed my feet. I was just struggling to hoping to find my pedals like how I'm struggling now. Then at that time, he was very frustrated. He started scolding me. Then he even pinched me. And then he started like a true Indian parent. He patted on my head and he was in a very angry mode and he said, "Never you are going to learn by crying. you are not going to ride your bicycle anymore. In a very shouting mode, I responded him back, I never want your help anymore. Then after that evening, every single day, I started, after my schooling, I kept my bag aside, and the first thing I would grab is my bicycle, and I would go for my practice. If my one leg, I was desperately trying to ride my bicycle because my people in my colony were whispered, you know what? Very short girl, a very big bicycle. No, impossible for her to ride that. But I was determined. I was determined to ride my bicycle. You know, I fell down. I got cuts. I got bruises. My elbows and knees was like Google Maps, full of red marks. Quitting is not my option anymore. Then, you would never believe it or not. My father was shocked me. Within a week, he saw me riding my bicycle, speeding down the lane. He was shocked. How she's riding like that? I was sitting on the bike very confidently, saying at him, and I was turning my bicycle without any help, balancing the pedals, even sitting on the seat. Then comes that was the determination I found in my life on that day. Then I was growing. While I was growing, I stopped being that fiery little girl who struggles to find my determination. Instead, I began to peace with failure. Usually, I got used to shrug and move on. After in my life has sent me a very, very long, forgotten reminder to me that is my daughter. When she was only 30 days old, she was just trying for her first rollover, but she got stuck with her little right hand stuck underneath her. But she never ever quit. I was gently helping her to take her hands out. The very next moment, she starts again to try again and again. And whether you all will believe it or not, on 30th, within days, 45 days, she crossed her first milestone. Then comes the day within 10 months. In 10 months, she was walking without any support and without any fear. She remembered me that the determination was what I was missing. This is my determination, which I was missing all the way. Then comes, without unknowingly, she taught me what determination is and how I am missing my determination throughout the second part of my life. Determination is nothing but staying consistently towards your goal, and the goal has no other choice. The goal should come to you because of your trial and errors. So, my dear friends, rise, fall, rise, and then don't stop pedaling, right straight into success. In other words, with Swami Vivekananda's words, it is right away, Awake, rise, stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you. Over to you, Nilof.
Wonderful speech. Thank you. So I will be giving you 1 minute time. So you should share whatever feedback you have for Toastmaster Nitya. Timer will alert us once the 1 minute is finished. Everyone is feedback. Toastmaster can take also. Yes, same. Okay, you can put in chat box also. Guys who are joining online. Yeah, we are getting feedbacks in the chat session. Oh, you're the type of offline, right? Okay, timer is online is 1 minute total. 5 seconds per. Okay. Guys, come on.
Yeah, time over.
Over. Thank you, timer, for letting us know. After hearing Toastmaster Nitya's speech, I suddenly came to a thought. Like before walking, babies falls thousands of times. Do we ever tell the baby walking is not for you? Never. Because we know each fall is a progress. So that's what Toastmaster Nitya meant to say through her wonderful speech. Let's give her a grand applause. And this was her second speech after icebreakers. And that too in person. I don't want clapping emojis. I want sounds from online. Clapping sounds. From online. I said don't want emojis. Okay. Unmute and clap, guys. No one?
Yeah,
Or anyone there?
man. Can you hear me? It's unmuted.
Okay.
We can't do anything.
Actually, the voice, the claps are considered as noise. So the
Yes.
system will consider it as noise and it will remove the noise when it is transmitting. But we are clapping here, so don't worry. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's get into a theme again. Before table topic session, I would like to present a story and I will ask who the person is. Okay, so friends, let me ask you, how many of you have ever faced rejections in your life? Many guys, many times. Okay. There was once a young man who dreamt of becoming a fighter pilot. He studied hard, cleared exams, and finally results came. You know what the results was? He was ranked 9th, but the total seats were only 8. His dream was shattered. What do you think he did after that? Did he give up? No. He chose a new path on that would make him a missile man of India and our beloved people's president. Do you know who it is? The missile man of India. APJ Abdul Kalam. Wow. Those are several things. Yes, that young man was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He never gave up. He inspired us and most students. So even when there is lots of spills in his career, He didn't give up, and he stands in every student's heart. Likewise, let's go to our tables topic session now. Life surprises us when we least expect it. Just like land in front of you. Members and guests, our table topic master today is someone who has transformed from a small town dreamer in Vilupuram to a confident professional in Nile. Hope I'm not wrong. She is passionate about exploring new ideas, writing, and of course, speaking. Toastmasters has given her a stage to grow, and today she takes the stage as to think on our feet. Please join me in welcoming table topic master, Toastmaster Arun Jyoti. Over to you.
Am I audible?
Master Arun Jyoti.
Visible?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nilofer Fatima Panu, for warm introductions. And good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, table topics is one of the most exciting segment of our meeting. So, it helps sharpen our thinking. It challenges us to listen carefully and organize our thoughts and deliver them with confidence. It is not essential only for public speaking. It's also important for day-to-day conversation, interviews, and workplace situations. Today, I'm going to attempt something new. I'm going to present a picture of famous person. Your task is to tell the name of the person and you speak 1 to 2 minutes about that person. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with that person, please let me know. I will share the another picture. Okay. So this session is not limited to our members. Our guests also warmly join you. Okay. So let me explain how it works. I will call the member of the guest to the virtual stage. I will present the picture as well. And first of all, I would like to call the member or guest. Name starts with alphabet N. Any guess who is that? N. Name starts with N. Toastmaster Narasimha, yes. Let me share my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
No.
My screen is visible?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Arun Jyoti, I'm here. Thank you. I thought somebody will be there.
Okay. So you have to tell the name of the person in the pic and you start speaking.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Arul Jyoti. So I'm back to my school days. A speech about our freedom fighter Gandhiji. So he's the persons change their thought about how do you get the freedom even without silent with silent. So the determinity, how you get the one thing even with the silent. Okay, the passion about, let's say what I learned from him. If you want to one thing, don't go and fight, don't go aggressive, don't go and show your strength, everything. Even if you want to one thing, be a silent, determined for the thing, you will finally get the what you want. So I learned from our freedom fighter Gandhi. That's
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
over to you.
thank you, Narasimha. And next one, I would like to call the name starts with M. Anybody?
Money.
Yes, we have here.
Okay,
Yes,
not
we
for
have
me
Toastmaster too. We have everybody. Oh, yes. We have Oh, yes.
Manigandan.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Hope my screen is up and visible.
Visible, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the name and go ahead with your impromptu speech.
She is PT Usha.
Yes, right. Yes.
I'm not familiar with their story, but I think she is the first woman completed some running, right? So 100 meters or 500 meters.
You can
Okay.
you can cook your own story, no issues.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also every day I'm going for a ground and I make a 45 minutes of jogging every day.
Hi.
Hi, Anto. Are you ready?
Actually, other devices are all out. I can ready. Okay.
Okay. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is up and visible. Over to you, Infant.
So I need to want to explain about this picture, right? What?
Yes. You have to tell the name and you speak about that person.
It's my bad luck. I think I didn't even know this person.
Oh, okay.
I don't know this person actually. Trying to remember, I did not remembering it. I hope.
Aishwarya Rai.
Is it?
Aishwarya Rai, yes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The
So
most beautiful woman in the world, Aishwarya Rai.
yeah. Actually, I think I didn't see this picture before. So I see picture for I see like the latest one. Which I didn't see the old picture, so I didn't remember it. Sorry. Sorry to the fans of I say like I'm asking my apologies. So by when I hear the name Aishwarya Rai, what I know, even though she's from north side, she came. He had tried some. He don't know the language of Tamil, and even though she come to Tamil industry and she tried acting in many Tamil films like Jeans and so some other films, and I hear that she also tried to speak Tamil in the while dubbing also. So that quality which is from her, I like that quality. This is the most. Whenever I hear the name, I remember these things are first for her. That's the thing.
Okay. Thank you, Infant Andrew. Okay. Next, I would like to call the person name starts with A. Yes, Rohanti.
Anand.
Yes.
Anand is coming.
Oh, okay. Let me share my screen. Okay.
What is his name, please?
Anand.
Anand. Okay.
I'll put some stories. Okay.
Arul, can you give some different picture? Easy one. Easy one.
Okay, sure. Okay, now are you able to see my screen with new pic?
Teachers Day celebrates. Okay. Something that you want to speak on. Something anything that
About Dhoni.
Dhoni hit on?
Dhoni.
Yeah.
I don't know how can I start.
However you want.
You already started. You already started. You have to speak. That's it. Time is going on. Time is.
There's no pressure.
Feel it. Feel it. We are friends.
Is going on now.
Suddenly.
Okay, Anand, is it okay that you can talk about your friend for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
My friend name is Andu Tamilan. In Acharya Shiksha Mandir. He is very helps to me study. I'm always be there.
You guys hang out somewhere? No? Okay. What is your friends liked actually? What he loves more to eat?
Biryani only.
Biryani. Okay, what is your favorite?
Everything is my favorite.
Everything is favorite. That's very nice, actually. Okay, Anand, don't feel uncomfortable. This is just, we are here and there, we are putting a question. We just want you to talk on the stage. That's all. Okay. Thank you so much for the attempt. Please give a round of applause, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Any volunteers? Next.
You have 26 alphabets. You did not.
Yeah, that's why I call volunteers now, ma'am. Volunteers, any members or guests?
Okay, it doesn't mean that, we don't have any name with V and so you went for volunteer.
Guess Mohammed wants to try. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, Rohanti. Who is going to try?
Yes, we have guest Mohammed, and we have guest two people.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me share my screen, okay? Hope my screen is up and visible.
No, not it. How is it?
Please tell the name of the person and go ahead with the impromptu speak.
Yeah. He's a Indian captain, maybe a former captain, because I'm not watching cricket nowadays. So he's a Virat Kohli. He born in my year, 1988. He's from Delhi and he's very aggressive person in the sense that he wants to get a victory. There are a lot of conflicts came that he was very aggressive on the ground. But still, he didn't give up because there are a lot of questions came to him. He told that he will get confident. When he was so aggressive on the ground, he gets confident. And of course, he did well in fact. So some people say that is going in a wrong way, like arrogant way, all those things. But what he contributed to our India, that no one can feel that. So in the top 10, we assigned a top 10 the player list. So he became one of the fine 3%. So after Sachin Tendulkar over, maybe we are taking in Kavaskar time, all those things. He got person for this cricket. And of course, he also like partner, and she was also helping him for all his success. And hopefully he's going to do a lot of contribution to our India. So he's going to play as well for the next World Cup. And he will be a part of our India to get a World Cup, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you. For last volunteer for tabletop session. Anybody from online, offline? Yeah.
Yes, we have. So
Yeah. Okay, sure. Let me share my screen. Okay. Hope my screen is up and visible.
Yes. Yeah, you're on. May I start?
Yes, you can start.
I guess she's Kalpana Chawla. Yes, right.
Yes, right.
She's someone we must be proud of because very few people maybe in the world have gone to the space. But she is from India. I guess she is the first. If I'm wrong, she's the first woman to go from India. So being a woman from India is not an easy job. So she has endeavored to become the first woman to go to the space, and we are unfortunate that we have lost her on her way back to. But she has become an inspiration to many of us, and most importantly, even today, people remember her, and even I remember she has. We have a chapter on her. We have our book. What I recommend, what I believe that we must learn from her. So it's whether we have a lot of things to excuse us, we have a lot of things to blame, but we may say that I was born in this place. I am born to these parents. I am a woman. I'm a man from this part. No, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter which country you born. Doesn't matter which language you speak. Whether we went to college, went to college. Doesn't matter. So I remember his name. I said something. I don't remember his name. He said something. Success to me like this, like knowing the combination to the law. It doesn't matter who you are, whether male or female, black or white. It doesn't matter who you are. If you know the combination to the lock has to be open. But the problem is some of us are missing some of the numbers, or we may be having the right numbers in the wrong order. If we know the combination to the lock has to open for us. So what we have to do, just like Kalpana Chawla, all we have to do, put the numbers in the right order so the lock will open for us, so that we can have whatever we want in our life. With that, thank you, Temple Master. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for actively joining in table topic session. And with that, over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nilofer Fatima Pon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arunjyoti, for conducting such a wonderful session. Now let's go back to our seat again. And again, show you a picture and you have to respond to what it is. Can everyone see? Okay. Online person, can everyone see? Online?
Burger.
Yes, burger. You see? Burger. A man once lost his father once he was just he started cooking for his family at just many jobs: farmer, soldier, and even salesman. But mostly he failed in everything. By the time he was 65, he had nothing left except one thing: a fried chicken recipe. With that recipe, he started knocking on doors of restaurants, asking, "Will you try my chicken?" Do you know how many times he was rejected? More than 1,000 times. But he didn't give up. Finally, one restaurant said yes. That yes gave birth to what we know now as KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. So next time life spills coffee on you, on a white shirt, remember Colonel Sanders. A small failure doesn't mean the end. It is, or it may be the beginning for your big success. So with no further delay, let us welcome our general evaluator for the report. Over to you, general evaluator. Toastmaster, another thing.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nilafar. So let's jump into our third segment, our general version. So before calling our tag team, I would like to call the evaluator Toastmaster Tina to evaluate our speaker. Toastmaster Tina, stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, Tina. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, yet to good afternoon. And a special good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Nitya. When you walked in the stage, you had such a confident and vibrant presence. Right from your very first line, you captured our attention. What reminded or touched me the most is your speech was the strong message. Failure is not the end. It is simply another pedal in the cycle of life. That central message of persistence is truly stand. One of your biggest strengths today was your opening. You began with a personal story about learning to ride a bicycle with your father, and that created an instant connection. I could feel my room travel back to my own childhood, remembering those golden moments of falling, trying, and finally succeeding. The way you highlighted how others judge you and how you overcome it by learning to ride within a week made the story both inspiring and relatable. Now, moving into few recommendations that can make you already a strong speech even better. First, your saturation was very clear, but sometimes I felt there were few areas where the words that slowed down the speech. By trimming some of the process language, your story could have been more sharper. Second, since you had a wide open stage, purposeful movement could have amplified your message. For example, stand in the spot to narrate your father's story. Move to another to show the criticism and finally step blindly to the center where you deliver a key message of persistence to the audience. This would create more powerful visual journey for your audience. And third, I notice a few small hesitations. Don't worry about them. We fall every time whenever we take our first step. With practice, you can learn to cut down your pauses and make your strength possibly in a powerful lines. Finally, to return to commendation, Nitya, your speech today was not just about learning to ride a bicycle. It was almost a resilience, courage, and providing yourself that no matter what the judgment defines you. With this, reflect your challenges, keep up pedaling forward to your great speeches in our Toastmaster journey. Congratulations, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster in Loafer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tina. It's a wonderful evaluation. So next we'll move to our tag team. First tag, our timer, Toastmaster Kasinathan. Please give a report.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. Everybody followed the strict time, and there is no rejection. Our first education session, Partha took 18 minutes, 53 seconds. And Renuka ma'am took 2 minutes, 45 seconds. And speaker Nitya took 5 minutes, 18 seconds. And evaluation Tina ma'am took 2 minutes, 49 seconds. And the next section is table topic. Narasinga, 1 minute, 18 seconds. Mani, 1 minute, 24 seconds. Infanto, 1 minute, 59 seconds. Anant, 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Muhammad, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Muthu, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Everybody did good, and the same thing in a coming meeting also we have to follow. It will be good practice like following the time. With that, I am endeavoring to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kasinathan, for your concise timer report. Next, we'll go to our R-counter, Toastmaster Manigandan. Please give your report.
Thanks, Nasinga. So on prepared speech, Nitya used 2 filler words are and 1 unnecessary sound. And moving to evaluation, as usual, Tina is always talked. There is no filler word I'm found from one. Moving to table topics, so Nasinga, so used 2 hours. And Infanto used 1 filler sound. And guest are they are new, but they are I've not found any filler word from them. So move to Nasinga. That's all from my side. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manigandan, for your good observations. So next we'll go to our grammarian, Toastmaster Aravind Swami. So I hope a few of them used breakthrough. He will let you know how many people are used. Thank you, Aravind.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Narasimha. Very good morning. So, very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. Overall, the meeting was filled with too many delightful faces and quotes from Nitya Sundaraja, that is, arrives awake and stop not till the goal is reached. That was quite awesome. It placed very aptly in the prepared speeches. And the next thing I noted, the way he expressed his feeling by mentioning that flying in the sky without wing, that really an expressive one. And also he dropped a one of powerful quote, that is, determination is nothing but staying consistent on what we're doing. That really awesome. She nailed it in her speeches. And Toastmaster Nilofer, just like that, dropped a wonderful quote that life gives surprises when you least expect them. That really awesome. Kudos to you all. And I would like to mention some area of improvement. We had many other chances to tell a code during table topic session, because all the topics are related to eminent person only. Definitely we will remember at least a single quote from each of them they showed. So it would be better if we had a chance to express any powerful quotes. It would be better than they have given, if they already gave a hint. And unfortunately, breakthrough, the word of the day, breakthrough was breakthrough was used only few times, one by Toastmaster Narasimha and Parthas and Toastmaster DTM Toastmaster DTM Parthas. Thank you for using that. And so in summary, today we had a inspiring speeches, evaluations, and enthusiastic table topics. Okay, thank you. Let's hope in the next meeting our word of the day doesn't end up feeling so lonely. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Narasimha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aravind. So next I'll go with, our time is always already running behind. Just I'll give the constraints, my evaluations. Meeting started 5 minutes late. I hope because of we are conducting hybrid and online, it will happen. Next time, make sure it will be on time. Then next our educational speech, it was wonderful. It's making literally motivations to everyone as a new joinees, as a old members also we get to know how people gone through from the beginning right now, how he is right now. And the speech, it was wonderful. Lots of motivations we got to know. Failure is not final. It's a simple battle of the next steps. Literally, it will people who are the observed, it will be used for the next speech. Then table topic master, literally, he come up with a new creative idea. They used using the pictures. People come up with their remembering that old about their leaders and motivators, speakers, everything. It was good. Overall meeting happened very well. That's all. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD Nilofer.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Narasimha and your team for briefing out the reports. Remember, spilled coffee doesn't end our day, and failure doesn't end our journey. Even sweeter. Toastmasters is exactly that it gives us the courage to laugh at our spills, learn from them, and then stand taller with confidence. So the next time life spills something on you, don't panic. Wipe it, smile, and turn it into your success story. This is your Toastmaster signing off. The refill of motivation. Over to you, Toastmaster Milan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nilofer, for having the team and engaging with us. I would like to thank our distinguished Toastmaster Partha for joining us today, and Toastmaster Anto for bringing in distinguished Toastmaster Partha and other leaders to our session. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Anto, for coordinating this. And we had a wonderful table topic session by Arul Jyoti. She came up with innovative ideas today, gave us a picture, and provoked our thoughts. So meanwhile, while Toastmaster Rohanti is sharing the poll in our group, I request all members to respond. And we have a VPM having some announcement. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Bharati.
Thank you, Bilal. Hi everyone, this is your VPM. I have a regular announcement regarding our renewals. So we are in the phase of renewals today. So next week we are going to complete it. Okay, so this is September 14th. And within the September 21st, we need to complete all renewals. So people who are in the ending of renewal, please send your renewal amount to Hari Prabha's account. I already mentioned the WhatsApp number. Okay, if you are paying in your own way, like if you have a international credit concepts, if you are paying anything one way instance, please send the club fees to the Hari Prabha's account. So that's a reminder I just want to say. Okay, please keep on watching it. Okay, I'll keep on sending the messages. So keep renewing as soon as possible, and we need to add some more guests in our group. Thank you, everyone.
As informed by our Vice President membership, I encourage members to renew renewals. And I think we have guests. We can get their feedback. Come and share it. This moment. Thank you.
So thank you so much to having me here for the second time. And the first time was I really was enjoyed, and the second time I was thinking that to take 2 more kids of mine, and they were it's a good breakthrough for them, because before I came here, I was telling about complete structure of Toastmaster. I told them that I learned about Toastmaster last 2 years back. I came to know about Toastmaster, but now they already know about Toastmaster. I said, I'm late, but you have to learn as quick, and people are there to support. I was explained completely about how the non-profitable organization is working, about our Toastmaster, everything. And unfortunately, I was checking out while I was in Saudi. What is there in our Pondicherry, but it is community one. But we don't. I request that people have Bilal has to travel. It's a long journey, and it's good platform, and people are supporting our. Everyone. So thank you so much, and I'll be part of Toastmaster in Saudi Arabia very soon, and my kids hopefully I'll make them to join here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mohammed, for sharing your feedback. I think we have one more guest, Muthu. Would you like to share your feedback? Yes. Yeah, please. Yes, please.
The feedback which I really want to share, it's been a great platform for personal growth and improving your public speaking. For some reasons, I was discontinued from the club. Actually, I'm hopefully planning to join for the upcoming session. Other than that, it was really a good meeting. So we went through our days from Monday to Saturday. So it's been a great refresher for us. So I really enjoyed the stay, and thank you.
Anas, you want to share your feedback?
It's one word or something. That you like or you didn't like or something. It's okay.
You can talk about how you felt about the meeting.
Say that.
This section is very useful to me. This is also good for me. I learned something about summer speaking. More I will be getting information. Thank you.
Thanks, Anas. Do join us regularly. And Adin, you want to give feedback, Adin? Yes, Adin.
It was very nice.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming. I think I have one more announcement before we announce the winner. We have our Division G conference on 26th October, which will be happening in Chennai. Technip Energies Gendi. So I encourage members, to take up roles as well as, be part of this conference so that you can learn new things and you can see the finals. I feel like we have our contestants from our club, Ashwin and Vivek, will be there in finals. So I encourage members to go and cheer up for our contestants. With that now, let's announce the winner for today's meeting. I have the results, Shobhan.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Yes. So we'll be sharing the certificates for offline members. For online members, we'll be sharing soft copies after the meeting. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is for those who participated.
Okay. So for best role player, it's Toastmaster Nilofer.
Hold on. For the phone.
And the best table topic speaker, it's Toastmaster Mohammed. And the best tag player, it's Toastmaster Arvind Sami. And the best speaker, any guesses? We all know it's Toastmaster Nitya. Okay. So we have one more best table topic speaker and people who have attempted it, it's Toastmaster Anas. Thanks for attempting to take up. Okay. Yes, Muthu can come and get it. For attempting table topics, so congratulations to all best role players, best speakers, and people who are attempting it. I think we have best evaluator. Yes, we have best evaluator award as well. It goes to Toastmaster Tina. We'll be sharing the soft copy, but you can give a big round of applause. So we had a productive meeting. So with that, I will officially adjourn this meeting. People who want to stay here for networking can go ahead. So officially adjourn the meeting. We can meet next week again. Thank you.